I want to thank y'all for tuning back in. And the title for this message and the purpose for this message is Don't Let Life Define Your Life. And what I mean by that is there's going to be times in your life, there's going to be times in my life where certain things will happen to me or you that will cause us not to want to continue to be the person that we are. It will cause us not to want to put our heart out for people. It will cause us not to want to be nice to other people even when they're mean toward us. When we lose people in our life, it will cause us, not to feel emotion. It will cause us to feel that, we're supposed to just go through life without this person, and life would never be the same. Life would never have meaning because we are now without that person. And the truth is that, in life, we will lose things, we will lose people, things will happen to us just because it is just a part of life. But the key to that is that even though these things are just a part of life, we do not let the things that happen in life define how we live the rest of our life after those things happen. So as for me, after I lost my mom, it caused me, not to really open up to people after that, because in my heart I felt like she was the only one that I could really pour any and every emotion out, and she would be totally understanding and totally receptive of it, and she knew exactly what I was going through. So we were able to, kind of conversate and kind of relate to each other in that way. And I felt that, when she left, that I no longer had that. So in turn, the thing that happened to me, that happens in life to a lot of people, at that moment, I allowed it to define how I would live the rest of my life. Meaning that because she left, I can no longer be emotionally available to other people, which is not what she would want me to do, which is not something that she would want me to carry on for the rest of my life, which is something that she would not want me to continue to have this habit that I thought I would have to carry on for the rest of it. She would not want that. If I truly loved her, if I truly felt this way about her, there would be no way that the kind of person she is and the kind of person that she raised me to be, there would be no way that she would want me to continue to live the rest of my life like that. So I want y'all to realize that no matter what happens in life, whether people do you wrong, no matter, who leaves your life, who's there or who's not there, you cannot let the situations that happen in your life, or the situations that happen around you, or the things that people do to you, or the things that people say about you, you cannot let that define, one, how you feel about yourself, two, and how you go living the rest of your life, how you go living about the rest of your week because of what happened, yesterday or what happened last week. You cannot let one moment, you cannot let one day, you cannot let 1 second, you cannot let 1 month, you cannot let 1 year, you cannot let 1 decade define the next day, the next moment, the next minute, the next week, the next month, the next year, the next decade. You have to learn how to continue to move on. And when you continue to move on, I'm going to be honest with you, when you continue to move on, sometimes things that have happened in your past will try to catch up with you. Or in turn, when you learn to continue to move on and you start to continue to move on, the things of life will continue to happen that will try to discourage you from continuing to move on. But it's important, it's imperative, it is essential that you continue to move on, that you continue to press on, and you continue to be the person that you are. And you do not let those things that have happened in your life, and those things that have happened around your life, and those people who have manipulated you, those people who have hurt you, those people who have misled you, those people who have betrayed you, those people who have stabbed you in your back, those people who have cheated on you, those people who have lied to you, those people who have persecuted you, those people who have spit on you, those people who have doubted you, those people who have slept on you. You cannot allow those people, those circumstances, those conditions, those situations to define the next chapter, the next page in the book and in the story of your life. Because if you do, you will miss what you need to catch. Hold on, let me see if I can word this right. if you continue to hold on to those things, then you will never be able to capture or catch a glimpse. I said, no, that's not how I want to say it either. See, I'm messing up. You will not be able to witness or see the blessing of your today if you continue to live in yesterday. If you continue to live in the past, you will not be able to capture the gift of what God has given you on today. Or you will not be able to capture the gift or catch the gift of what He may have in store for you tomorrow if you continue to look back on yesterday, if you continue to look back on last week, if you continue to look back on last month and last year or the last 10 years. So it's imperative that you continue to move on. Life will throw many things at you. And the key to moving forward despite that is, not having the mindset of, I'm tough because I can withstand it and I don't need to talk to anybody about it, or I'm just gonna keep this inside of me. I'm from the trenches or whatever, I'm built for this, I'm built different, all this and all that. That's not the way to go about it. If you need help, seek help. There's people out here that really care about you, that really love you, that really want to see you prosper, that really want to see you grow. We're going to have to get out of this mindset to where we think it is just us against the world, and it's not real. Not everybody wants to see us fail. Not everybody wants to see us fall. Not everybody wants to see us lose. Yes, there's plenty of people who do, but there is just as many people, maybe even more people, that want to see you win, that want to see you happy, that want to see you succeed. There's more people than you realize that are counting on you, that are relying on you, that are getting their motivation from you, that are getting their inspiration from you, that are watching that you don't even know, whether it be family, whether it be friends, whether it be people that you don't even know, that are watching you and you have no idea, they are waiting to see what you're going to do next. They are always watching your next move. They are always watching what you are going through and how you are handling it. They are watching you to see how man, this video tough today. They are watching to see how quickly and how effectively you are able to continue to move on despite what you are going through. They are closely watching your life. They are closely watching your story, each page, each chapter, each segment, each paragraph. They are closely watching your story. They want to see how it ends so that maybe they can add something to their story. Maybe they can add something to their chapter. You have no idea who you are impacting on a daily basis. That is why it is important to continue to learn how to continue to move on, because you have no idea the people you are impacting in your circle and outside of your circle. This is bigger than just you. This is bigger than just me. If I don't do this forever, the videos that I have produced so far, these will help people for tens, 20, hundreds of years after me. So I have done my job as of today. Now, of course, I will continue to do this to the best of my ability. I will continue to do this week in and week out, of course. But this is bigger than just me. This is bigger than all of us. We must continue to move on. Life will continue to move on to throw things at us. So if we don't continue to move on, then the more things they will throw at us, the more it will try to keep us down. And we cannot let life define how we live the rest of our life. So I want y'all to go in. So at the end of this video, I want y'all to think about all the things that y'all have been through in y'all's lives. And I want y'all to think about where y'all are at now. And I want you to think about also, if I had let life define how I live today, what would be different? Did I really overcome that? Or is life, or is that moment, or that circumstance, or that situation, or that condition, or that disease that happened in my life then, is it still defining my life right now? And if it is, then you have some work that you need to do. And if that's the case, then I need you today, after you watch this video, I need you to sit down with yourself. I need you to be like, hey, honestly, it is still defining my life, but it stops today. Yes, this happened, but it happened then. It's not going to happen again tomorrow. And if it happens again tomorrow, that's okay. I'm going to move on anyways. I'm going to move on anyways. This cannot continue to define the rest of how I will live my life. That is the key. You have to make up the decision. You have to make up the decision. I just talked to y'all, what was it, last week about the defining moments. The most amazing thing about a defining moment is that you can create a defining moment at any time that you want. If you're a drug addict, if you're a sex addict, no matter what the case is, if you're I don't know what situation you guys might be in, but whatever you are dealing with whatever you are struggling in, you can create a defining moment right now that you can sit here and say, okay, I'm no longer going to let this define my life. This is my defining moment right now. If it doesn't come to you from God, if it doesn't come to you, you can go and create it yourself by just making the decision right now to not let life define how you live the rest of your life. So I pray and I hope that this message inspired and motivated somebody to not only create a defining moment in their life today, but also, because of the title and purpose of this message, not let the situations, conditions, and situations and the circumstances of what happened in your life, whether it be yesterday or today, not to let it define of how you live the rest of your life. And as always, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to this platform, if you're new to this family, welcome. Of course, subscribe, like, comment, share. Share with your family, share with your friends, share with your loved ones, share with your enemies. Pray for your enemies. Pray for your enemies. That is true love. True love is not just loving the ones that are in your family or your friends, but it's the ones that despise you, that hate you, that don't want to see you grow and succeed. It's the ones that are planning on your down. If you can if you can learn to love those, if you can learn to pray for those, your life will take on a whole new level. Your peace will take on a whole new level. Your joy will take on a whole new level. Your love will take on a whole new level. Your blessings will take on a whole new level. But again, it predicates on your ability to continue to move on and not let life define how you live the rest of your life. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Stay blessed. Thank you.